As the days passed, HW's hypernatremia normalized, but nothing else was improving. He still couldn't feel anything in his legs. His reflexes were impaired. He still couldn't stand while closing his eyes, and he was incoherent. Doctors ordered a lumbar puncture. The brain and the spinal cord are surrounded by cerebrospinal fluid. It acts like a cushion to protect the brain, and it removes waste products from the brain, and it helps with nutrient transport. The puncture collects some of the fluid to sample, and when doctors take a look, they find low sugar, high protein, and white blood cells. None of these are normal, but they didn't find anything else. However, this did give the medical team an idea of what was happening. Back at the stomach ulcer biopsy, doctors had put a stain so that they could have a better idea of what was in there. When they magnified the image, they found a spiral-shaped bacteria present among white blood cells, and suddenly, everything made sense. Syphilis is caused by a spiral-shaped bacteria named Treponema pallidum. It's an STD. Contact with an infected person's sore, called a chancre, will often transfer the bacteria. Microabrasions will develop at the points of contact. You know how that happens, allowing the treponema to get in, especially if it's a mucosal surface like the mouth. The initial infection is the chancre. It's typically visible in men because of anatomy, but sometimes it's not easily visible, like the bottom of the shaft. Most of the time, it doesn't cause any pain. The immune system reacts, and it does a good job. The sore goes away, and everything seems fine. But the treponema bacteria is floating around in the blood and is spreading everywhere. And eventually it learns to hide from the immune system, staying dormant in the body for anywhere from weeks to years, only to emerge as a variety of problems like horrible-looking skin rash, hair loss, ulcers all over, inside and outside the body. And it can get into the muscles, it can shut down the kidneys, and worst of all, it can get into the brain, causing the exact problems that HW is having. At this realization, doctors drew HW's blood and did an antibody test for treponema, and it returned positive, meaning that HW has syphilis, and he had it for some time. It's no longer the initial infection, it's the one that's been growing in his stomach, and it's now spread to his brain. It's responsible for some of the